Well, if you've been in Jacksonville long enough, you know the name Angie Nixon, state house lawmaker, Democrat, progressive, and highly outspoken. Well, now the nation is getting to know her background and her storyline as she was able to defeat a Democrat who had far outspent her in the Democratic primary for U.S. Senate, Alex Vindman. And so now Nixon moves on to face Senator Ashley Moody in the special election to fill the remainder of Marco Rubio's term. A significant win for Nixon, given that she was far outspent, didn't even have a TV ad during the primary cycle. But certainly getting a lot of national and international attention now as it's one of many storylines in races across the country where progressives, and in this case now Democratic Socialist, as she joined that mission back in June, wins a primary. We'll see what may happen over the next few months in that race with Ashley Moody. That was one of the big national takeaways. Other election results we're following for you on Jacksonville's Morning News. It's Byron Donalds versus David Jolly for the race for Florida governor. That was pretty much predetermined, although it was pretty crowded on the Republican side as Donalds was able to win the crowded GOP primary. And so now the race is set in the next several months. Will feature likely some pretty partisan and biting attacks and affordability, as David Jolly told a reporter on scene last night. We're hearing from both candidates. Turnout area-wide was less than 30% overall. Democrats held a 284 vote or voter margin over Republicans in Duval County. That was so close. But telling, and it's one of many storylines we'll follow with our political analyst, Sean Frieder, in the 8 o'clock hour. Monet Holder winning that at-large Jacksonville City Council race as she flips a Republican seat blue on Jacksonville City Council. A longtime St. Johns County School Board member, Bev Slow, loses re-election. It's one of many storylines. You can get up-to-the-minute results from the races you most care about in your community at WOKV.com and in the WOKV app. Updating a developing story from the late afternoon hours, a deadly officer-involved shooting on the west side near Jacksonville Farmers Market, as the sheriff's office says a man approached a sergeant in his vehicle at a substation, eventually pulled a gun and even fired a shot at the officer. The officer was not hurt. The armed suspect shot dead by the officer. It's the 14th officer-involved shooting of the year, and 8 have been deadly. What we know so far about that active investigation that's underway. We continue to follow the trial of Mario Fernandez Saldana, who is accused of orchestrating the murder-for-hire plot that killed Jared Bradigan in Jacksonville Beach in 2022. Some of the key testimony and moments from day 2 of the trial coming your way this morning on Jacksonville's Morning News. A lot of news we're covering for you, including first alert weather, another very hot day with some storms. We saw significant damage in a couple of areas of Clay County, at least 4 big trees that went down and damaged homes. We saw a trampoline end up in a tree as well. Thankfully, no injuries to report, but there were a lot of outages during the afternoon hours. Keep an ear on 104.5 FM for first alert weather updates throughout your busy Wednesday.